A black and white family photo taken in the Westphalia region of Germany. Two young men who, after this picture was taken, never saw each other again.
And I was there when Hitler came to power.
He is no longer that 16-year-old Siegfried Hertz. Today, he is 83 years old. His name since Americanized to Fred.
My name was Siegfried Song, but they called me Fritz.
Fritz?
And Fritz became Fred.
I like Fritz better.
Yeah.
Can I call you Fritz?
You can call me Fritz.
Fred had all but forgotten about his cousin Henry Stern, only 5 years old in that photo in 1937.
They were pushed on trucks and then onto the railroad.
To be blunt, what memory there is difficult to talk about.
They were sent to Auschwitz and then were killed.
That was 6 long and lonely decades ago.
Every Jew who was able to, still wanted to get out. But there was no possibility.
Fred thought he and his family were the only ones to get out.
I'm a redneck from Alabama.
What Fred never knew was 2 more people from that photo escaped also.
My sister Laura and I, we came to this country in 1937. I was 5 and she was 6.
His cousins, Laura and Henry Stern.
I assumed that they all got killed in the Holocaust.
Except for his immediate family, Henry thought he had lost his entire family tree. Cousins, uncles, grandparents. But that didn't stop him from searching.
It's not something that you give up.
Henry, now 75 years old, spent 50 of those years making hundreds of phone calls. Every single one of his leads came up empty.
It is. It's just unbelievable.
Until one November morning at 4 a.m. when he could not sleep.
November the 21st at 4:30 in the morning, bam, it's a hit.
In the middle of the night, on the internet, viewing a Holocaust webpage, Henry sees a ghost.
I found out it was a guy by the name of Fred Hertz, H-E-R-T-Z, Durham, North Carolina. I had no earthly idea. Later on in the morning, I called him, and I said, Fred, told him who I was. I said, I've probably made 1,000 of these type calls over the last 50 years. I've always struck out, never had a hit.
And he got my name, Fred Hertz, out of his computer, and he tried to find Fred Hertz.
On the other end of that call, Fred is stunned. So Henry sends Fred a photo.
Did you feel like when you saw the picture you were looking at a ghost?
Yes. You're absolutely right. I cannot describe it.
I don't know when, but he called me back, and he said, are you sitting down? I said, yeah, why? He said, I'm in that picture.
It's almost impossible to explain what that moment feels like.
He heard that his whole family was killed by the Nazis.
To find out, after 67 years, someone you thought was dead is calling you on the phone.
And I said, I can't believe it. I mean, 50 years I've been looking, excess of 50, and here's a guy on the telephone telling me he's in this picture.
I don't know how can you explain this? He is a very close relative of mine.
I called Laura and I said, Laura, we need to go to Durham.
Henry and his sister Laura won't have to wait much longer.
Here we are today, waiting anxiously.
The two arrived at the Raleigh-Durham airport this morning.
Nervous? A little bit, yeah.
Joined by his daughter Virginia, Henry and his sister Laura make one more phone call to Fred before heading over to his house.
It's busy.
A busy signal helps break the tension. And then one last call.
Fred, we are leaving the hotel and we'll be there in a few minutes.
And finally, they head for Fred's home in Durham, where a nervous Fred Hertz is now out of words.
Can you give me an explanation what I should tell him?
The ride from the hotel to Fred's home took Henry only 30 minutes and 67 years.
And let's see who this is.
Oh, my God.
Let's see who this is.
Oh, Lord. Never thought we'd live Oh, never thought we'd live
Is that wonderful?
Oh,
Is
my
that
Lord.
wonderful?
Hugs none of them ever thought would happen are, and they simply do not know what to do with themselves.
Let me see your face. You told me we looked alike.
Yes, we do.
Do we?
We have
Do we
the-
look? Do we look?
We have the same nose.
Oh, the same nose. Isn't that
We have
wonderful?
the
Same noses, perhaps. Same family, for sure.
Isn't this exciting? I know it.
Unbelievable.
With the same sad and painful history.
That was my aunt, and that was his grandmother. She was taken and killed in Auschwitz. And this you saw.
There they are, the self-described big old redneck from Alabama, and the old man from Durham with the German accent.
Yes, no, this is later. This is 2 years later.
Okay.
Two Jewish boys with a lifetime to catch up on.
And I still can't understand that I'm sitting here and all the others perished. And
You go start and just pass it around. It's just beyond. I don't know. I don't know the reaction. I don't know.
There's going to be a lot of this,
this is really, you read my book.
and hopefully many more of these.
Here's from us,
Who wish you well
and those who don't.
can go to hell.
Thank you. Thank
Is
you.
that not good?
To life.
I take your word for it.
That good?
Very.
Very good.
That's separated.